What's going on, Internet? It is your boy, Eric Van Holtz, back again with another awesome Urban Beardsman podcast short. I am here with
Carlos Costa.
With a special episode on how to become an influencer. All right, Carlos, tip number 1. What shall we tell our viewers that they got to do?
You kind of got to do a lot of free stuff, so get some people to shoot you, and you just get your word out there, your name out there, and shoot for free for a little while, just get social exposure. By shooting for free, you always get people tagging you in their collaborations with brands or stuff.
Yeah, and just find brands that you love and start tagging them, because that's a great way to get your name and your word out there. All right, Carlos, tip number 2.
A little bit like the first one. So find people to collaborate with and get tagged. Like, for example, if you got friends who got some big following, collaborate with your friends. Find some brands to collaborate with as well. Like Eric mentioned, just tag some of the brands. They will probably repost your picture. And yeah, man, just ask some guys out there with a big follower, or photographers. Obviously, there's some photographers with good following too. So
yeah, and it's important to note that with this process, you've got to do a little bit of digging on your own to find who those people are and to develop those relationships and find photographers who are in your area. So be keen, spend that time, put the groundwork in to do the investment to start building those collaborations. And that's not going to happen overnight. It's building relationships, it's building friendships. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
All right, you're building these collaborations. You're working for free. What do you got to do? Tip number 3.
Okay, after all that, your socials following should be up a little bit, and then you need to find your identity with these collaborations. Like Eric said, you need to do a bit of research and find what you really want to do, what type of stuff you want to do, and then you have to make your unique style, so you don't get repetitive like some guys out there and some girls.
Yeah,
so
I think you kind of put it in a good way. It's you can't be like everyone else. You've got to be yourself, and you've got to be your own style, and you can take inspiration from others.
Obviously, I always say that you can take inspiration from other people. You don't have to copy. You can just look and make some tweaks. You can wear the same thing, but you can style it differently. You can even use the same poses, but do a different style, or do a different, So you can take inspiration and get a similar style of people, but
But it's those small tweaks that make it your own. It's what makes it unique, and it's really going to help make you stand out in the marketplace and get more work for you, really. All right, Carlos, tip number 4. You like my singing?
I do, yeah. Sound like what was them, the mermaids, the dad of the mermaids, them little movies. Yeah, that's it. That's the guy.
All right, I'm Titan. Give me tip number 4.
So tip number 4 is take good shots. Yeah. And selfies, or just get good photography going on, good images.
Now that's another thing that it's not going to come easy. Becoming an influencer, it's not easy. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort between building those collaborations and finding your identity, and of course working for free. But on top of that, you really do need to learn photography, at least how to find good photography, or how to do it yourself.
Yeah, I used to collaborate with a lot of photographers. I used to pay photographers to take my pictures, or share the money of whatever project I had. Until I start learning, you gave me loads of tips, and I actually found I actually like photography,
Yeah.
I'm no expert, but I'm learning, and I think my pictures come out quite good at the moment, presentable. So I don't have to pay anyone else to do it. So between myself and my fiance, we just do ourselves.
Yeah. And a shameless plug, we did a video on how to take a selfie. So be sure to watch that video after you watch this one. And wrap it up for me. What is the 5th tip you got to know to become a Carlos Costa level influencer?
Don't expect to get rich quick.
No? I mean, like, can I just take a couple shots of myself and then be a millionaire in a couple of weeks?
No. I don't know. No way.
No.
Takes time, takes time to grow your social channels, blog, especially nowadays. There's so many people doing it. There's enough out there for everyone, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people doing it. I wouldn't say some people are competitive and it's a good thing, but I don't like to look at it as it is competitive. But you gotta make it work, so you gotta put yourself out there and make it grow. So it takes time.
Yeah. I almost think it's like at different levels, and you can almost gauge your success. It's like you start off by actually buying the products, right? And shooting it yourself and tagging people. And then it progresses to a new layer where people send you free products, right? And then you're taking those photographs and sharing that. You're not getting paid for it, but you're getting free stuff from it. And then it progresses to the point where you get, not only do you get free products, but you also get paid to do it as well. And you really have to start filtering out all the stuff that you're getting. And then from there, it's just as you grow, that price point comes up. And what the brands are paying for isn't the work that you're doing today. It's the years and years and years of work that you put to get to that point. So don't forget that it's not like, oh, this takes me an hour to do this shoot. It's an hour plus 2 years of work or 4 years of work.
Yeah, I still obviously I do modeling, but I also got collaborations I did with big brands in influencing instead of modeling, and they are using those images on their websites, for lookbooks. So you get a lot of social exposure by just, doing stuff. Sometimes you don't have to be getting the big bucks, but
yeah.
In the long run, the compensation it's big.
Yeah. So with those 5 tips, you guys are going to be your own influencers and changing the way society views beardsmen.
Beardsmen, yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for Carlos doing this video. Cheers.
Beard on.
And beard on.